Hello everybody. Happy, good question, day of the week. I believe, is it Friday or is it Saturday? I think it's Saturday. That is so pathetic. Happy Saturday to you. Okay, so I'm actually going to share with you a card I'm working on for my swap for the Stampin' Up! Alaska cruise that I'm heading out on next week. So excited. Okay, now I meant to come on and do a little tips and tricks for you the other day. So I'm going to show you it now instead, okay? Now, to do this, I'm going to be using, there we go, my Healing Hug stamp set. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Randy. Now, one thing you will notice when you open my stamp set is there is a piece of paper in it that's got the rose on it, okay? So, which is this one here. I will tell you right now, this rose stamps best when the ink pad you are using is not overly juicy. Does that make sense? Okay, now, I had my ink pad ready, and of course, I've now misplaced it. There it is. Okay, so what I'm going to show you that I'm going to do is I am going to ink up this. Oh, here, color. Hang on, I'll show it to you in case you missed it. I am working in Highland Heather, okay? Hi-oh! So, inking this bad boy up. And then I'm just going to stamp him on Whisper White. Now I'm going to stamp him up high enough because I have something else to do to him. So it's gorgeous. You can see. These ones, I don't know, they're super detailed, fine little kind of dotting on it. Now, next thing I'm going to do is this is why I keep this in my stamp case, okay? So I take this and I'm going to cover up this flower minus, can you see just the hair of Highland Heather peeking out there? Okay, so now I'm going to take the leaf image and I'm going to ink it up. Make sure it's covered. Okay, now I'm going to come in and I am going to stamp right over top of my little mask that I've made, okay? So I come in and I go like that. And I go like that, and I get the leaves. Now, the closer, if I would have pushed a bit harder closer to the flower, I wouldn't have had quite that much gap, but you can kind of get an idea of what I did there. Now, check this out. Hi, Mugs. So, I pre-stamped, I don't know, 26 of these, and then I took them all to the hairdresser with me while I was getting my hair done yesterday, and got them all cut out. So, you can see, there it is, and what I was talking about if you get it a bit closer, right? Okay, so now we'll make the card. So that was it. I just want to show you that fun little tip. But this thing, so that I don't have to fussy cut it every time I want to make one, I keep it in my stamp case. I'm not going to lose that because I want to have it for later. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is we have got a Highland Heather mat, and it is 4 by 5 1/4. And then we have got a piece of thick Whisper White. Okay, so that's just your standard card base one. Okay. And then we've got another piece of Whisper White, and this one here is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. Why? Because I like that little tiny mat around my edges, okay? Next thing I'm going to do is I have got, in the Pear Pizzazz, I've got a scallop circle that I die cut. I'm just making sure I've got my die cut here and I can show you. Was this one here. So not my biggest, it's one down from my biggest, okay? And then I have got a 2.5 inch circle, and that's just in the matching Highland Heather. And then I have, what we're gonna get last is we're gonna get the second down from the second down from the biggest. You like that? Second down from the biggest, the second largest stitched shape die, okay? And we're gonna use just the circle. That's all I want right now. And I'm not gonna use that flower. That has nothing to do with this. So we're gonna steal one of these. That was just me showing you how to do it. Yes, crank. Got it. Pop this one out the other side. Now, while I've got my big shot out, I don't know if you have seen this embossing folder yet, but if you have not, you want to. Okay, so we're gonna swap out. I'm gonna put in my other platform. This is the tufted one. I don't know, it makes your paper looks insane. It's so pretty. It looks like it's quilted. It's super cute. Now, again, they've got that amazing line in there. I'm getting picked on because I'm watching at my parents. Hello, parents. Okay, so now we use that line, stick him in, cross him over, crank this bad boy through. Now, you guys, you know with the dynamic ones, you get a way better embossed image. Check this out. Look at that. Can you see it? How deep that one is? I have that one and love it. Yes, I don't think you can help but love this one. Okay, so now let's move this off to the side. We don't need my big shot anymore. And by the magic of television, we already have a pre-cut flower because you didn't need to watch me do that. Then I've gone into the Subtles DSP stack, okay? So that's all this is, and it's the one that's got stripies on the back and the little kind of funky polka dots on the front. Okay, so now we need my snail and dimensionals and rhinestones. Okay, so I got all my bits. So now what we're gonna do with this, so we are going to go like this. Now, like I said before, when I am doing embossing, I do make sure to glue it down. Hello, Laura's mom. I make sure to glue it down. I feel like when it's embossed, because there's not as much surface coming in contact with the paper, it can peel up a bit easier. Okay, so we've got that one done and on and beautiful. Okay, so now, same thing. And we're gonna go to the card front, okay? You stuck headphones in. Okay, so here we go. There, we are on, okay? So, next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take this little strip of DSP, and I'm gonna take it over here. I need to make sure I'm over far enough. I'm just gonna cover up the white. Okay, so then we have got, what did we do with that? I die cut us out. There, that's what one. And then now I have to admit the sentiment is not from Healing Hug. So I went into my Dandelion Wishes and I grabbed this one here, Sending Well Wishes Your Way. And I'm gonna grab that Pear Pizzazz ink. We're gonna ink that bad boy up. Go like that, stick that on the side. Now, I'm gonna take, it almost looks like a little cross stitch, okay? So we're gonna take this, I'm grabbing a scrap of paper. I have some well-loved paper scraps right now. Okay, so we're gonna take this paper scrap. Now the reason being, I just stuck my finger in ink, so let's hope I don't get it on the card, is I'm gonna ink this guy up in Highland Heather, okay? Then I'm gonna stamp it off, and then I'm gonna come back onto here, and we're just gonna give a little bit of color behind that sentiment so it's not quite so naked, okay? Okay, let's close this up because we know where my hand's gonna end up. Close it. Close it. Okay, so now let's take this guy. Whoop. And we're gonna snail it to here. Now this is just gonna leave a tiny, you see that? Stick it on there so you can see it better. A tiny little accent of Highland Heather, okay? So you've got that on there. Now we're gonna use dimensionals on this one. So I'm gonna pop this bad boy up. Da-da. Do, 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 do. Someone needs to talk to the powers that be and have them make a sentiment set in that font. Oh, I could not agree with you more, Laurel. That font is so pretty. And so we're gonna come on here. Let's stick this one down. Okay. And then this is gonna come, I'm just gonna snail this one. We're gonna come down a bit lower on this, okay? We're gonna center it kind of over our little ribbon piece. Then we're gonna jump in, and I am going to stick 2 dimensionals kind of at the back end of my flower. And then I'm gonna snail the front end of my flower, okay? Because I want the flower to stick down in that panel, but you have to remember that the panel's raised. So I've kind of gotta keep it balanced. There we go. Okay, and then we're gonna come in, we're gonna finish this bad boy up with some rhinestones. No card is finished until it has its rhinestones. We'll go, and, oops, oh, I left behind the glue dot just a second. Oh, come here, you slippery little sucker. Okay, so you can see, there we go. So there it is in Highland Heather, and there it is in Petaled Pink. So you got 2 different versions of that same card. So yes, I am a mad woman. I am making, now this one I did a much larger kind of sentiment panel, but I felt like it overtook the card. So that's why I shrunk it down for this one. Playing with that Highland Heather or the green versus the, now remember I could have put a green, well maybe I should have put a green in the background. I don't know. Anyway, playing with them, but I have to have 26 of these done before I head out on my cruise. So I'm gonna get to work. Anyway, you guys, so we have got, as I showed you today, where did it go? I lost it. We have that Healing Hug stamp set, which is super gorgeous, okay? We have got, I used that Highland Heather and my Pear Pizzazz ink. We use that beautiful tufted embossing folder, which, I don't know, did I eat? How do I lose things when I haven't moved my feet? I will never understand that. It is quite mind-blowing. But we use the tufted embossing folder, and I moved the Big Shot. Is it under the Big Shot? If you were a tufted embossing folder, where would you hide? There you go. Okay, and we use that gorgeous tufted embossing folder. Thanks, Randy. Anyway, remember, today is your last day that if you place an order today of $65 or more, you are going to get my usual. So if you place it online, you get my little make and take, and it's got like 5 cards in it. And it'll come with a little PDF, and you can make up those cards. But you will also get a free package of blender pens, woo-woo, which are gorgeous. And that's with a $65 order or more, and I will post that hostess code in the comments section, okay? So get on, make sure you grab this. Get your Healing Hug stamp set. And as Laurel said, Dandelion Wishes, purely for the fonts alone, is a must-have. Anyway, guys, take care. I hope you have an amazing afternoon. I am going to go use my Simply Chamois, and I am going to clean up my stamps because it's that easy now. You ever seen this? Check this out. Watch. Woo, nothing. There's nothing on it. Sorry, I'm such a dork. I love this thing so much. Anyway, take care, everyone. Have an awesome afternoon. Bye.